Ben Mathurin is going to get a lot of attention because of his ability to score and get to the rim. And he's worked a lot on reads and drawing defense and making simple kickouts to teammates. And last night, he had a couple of great ones.
Ty talked about getting him the ball more in positions that he likes after last night's game. And how have you kind of seen their dynamic grow together as they played a little more?
If you're playing with Tyrese Halliburton, the number one word that comes to mind is run. If you run, I mean, you will get the ball. And you know, with him and Obi running the lanes, and the ball being thrown ahead, those guys are both great finishers, and that's where it starts. That's where it starts. I know Ben can score in isolations and stuff like that, but that's not our style. And when we slow down and we get into an ISO mode, our team struggles, even when we score, you know. So there's got to be a balance, and he's got to use his ISO ability to make quick decisions within our movement game, and that's when he's at his best.
Saw injury in practice. Is he coming along? What's is he able to do all live 5-on stuff today?
Yeah, he did everything today. He did well. So we're going to be off tomorrow. We'll practice Thursday, and I expect him to be a full go in practice Thursday, and then, you know, we got to get him in the game Friday if all goes well Thursday.
Was Daniel not playing just a matter of taking a look at the other bigs?
Coach's decision, I guess. We know his game. Daniel Tice is an accomplished player in this league. I mean, the whole league knows that, you know, he's a guy that's been a starter on a championship level team, and he's a very high level backup. You know, right now Sticks has played great, so he's been getting the first run. But Isaiah's working hard, and we've told Daniel to stay ready. You know, and that's where it's at.
What have you seen from your two-way guys throughout camp and these preseason games so far?
Well, they're all great guys. They all work hard. They're all they'll have a great curiosity about the game, and they want to learn. And, you know, they're all trying to figure out how they fit into the NBA game, you know. And our job is to enhance their chances to play at a high level when they get opportunities to play in an NBA training camp practice or an NBA preseason game, a G League game, and then, you know, presumably at some point we'll probably need these guys to be ready to play because, you know, during the season you always have guys get dinged up and all that. So, but they've been good, and I see the Mad Ants having a really strong team this year. You know, with three guys with NBA ability.
Pretty much just the next step. You know, obviously, I think the league is pretty aware of me being able to score the ball. The next step for me was pretty clear of just involving my teammates, trying to create some easy passes and some reads and stuff like that. So that was one of the biggest growth I had to make coming into the season.
Mostly reading the help for you to see where the open guys are going to be?
What you said?
Is it mostly reading the help for you?
For sure.
The open guys
For sure, 100%.
Playing with someone like Ty, who that's really his strength, how much is that you've been able to learn from him?
I mean, it's helped me a lot, obviously. Last year coming off the bench and, you know, being on the court same time as him has helped me see, you know, kind of different reads and, you know, the passes he was making.
Ty did say last night one thing he thinks he needs to do is actually get you more open, get you more touches. Is that something you two have talked about? And should he do that, what do you think that can do for you to maybe help get you going with that starting lineup even more?
For sure. I mean, obviously, I'm not really worried about it. You know, obviously, Tyrese, you know, was an all-star. He's going to be an all-star this year. Pretty much trusting the process for me. It's not going to be easy, you know, but it's pretty much a great thing, you know, because we're going to be here hopefully for a long time, and, you know, I'm trying to build that relationship with him and bring this team back to where it belongs.
What was just your impression about how the entire first unit worked together yesterday? You guys obviously were able to get out and run and everything. I mean, how do you think you guys all, fit together?
It was good. I mean, we got a pretty good. I feel like, you know, the second unit is like a starting five, you know, so pretty much just everybody's ready to play. Our first unit was pretty good. Kept the game simple. We should have fouled less, but the pace is great. So
I think that's what I was asked about is the pace. I mean, Bruce, I know we obviously like to run a lot. I mean, what do you think how much do you think that's added? You guys already ran a lot to begin with. How much faster do you think just adding those two guys made it? It seemed like you guys were able to get a lot done in the break, obviously, for that to Obi. I mean, what did you guys like about what you guys were able to do in transition?
well, pretty much as soon as the ball go in, you get the ball to Ty. Ty push it, Obi run. We all run, and having Miles running down the floor, also helps. Collapse the defense and having open shots.
What are you seeing from Drew in year 2? How has he gotten better to you?
I mean, he's gotten better a lot. He's got stronger. He was already a great two-way player, and he just took a bigger step. So I'm just really excited to see him play, and that's the main thing for real.
Then you talk a lot about your Canadian roots. Can you talk about your Haitian roots and the impact you're having here today?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to eat as much Haitian food as I can in Indy. I really want to try different spots and stuff like that. But being Asian, I think for me it's a blessing, and I'm trying to represent it as much.
Are there any good Haitian food spots around here you can recommend?
A lot. One is called Bon Appetit. My chef probably gonna get mad at me. He doesn't make the best Haitian food, but Bon Appetit is a good spot to try.
When did you invest in a chef?
Since last year, to be honest, my first year in the league. Yeah. That was the main thing for me.
How about you teaming up with Adidas and what you're doing there? What do you hope that brings out, or they're able to enjoy?
The main thing for me is to give back. Obviously, to the less fortunate. I'm from Haiti, so giving back to my community is always a great thing, and but also to know that I'm Haitian and I made it, then some kids from Haiti as well can make it too.
Yeah, it's just been fun getting back in the gym, getting my feel back, being around the guys, hooping. Just been getting back into it.
What's your concern level, if at all, about just conditioning and not getting up and down for the last week or 10 days?
Not too concerned. I think that comes with just playing more, and it'll come through games. Yeah, some of you got to fight through a little bit, I guess, but nothing crazy.
How did you determine you had a kid? Like, it was just pure pain and you get checked out?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
How'd you get it removed? Did you pass it, or did it get
I had
taken out
surgery.
somehow? Ty said you've been working with the second group a lot, kind of as a ball handler. How do you feel like you've been fitting into those groups? And has that been a little different of a role for you than you had last year compared to playing point with the ones at the end of the year?
So, say that again a little.
You ended last year playing the one with the starters. Now Ty said you're playing more with the twos this year. How's that group been, and how do you feel like that's different than the end of last year?
I mean, I played with the Stars last year, but we had a bunch of guys kind of sitting out at the end of the season. So similar, same guys, same stuff for running. So.
What was important for you this week just to get back together?
Just getting my feel right, making sure I know the plays, making sure I'm just in tune with what we're doing on both sides of the floor, and then that's about it.
What has stood out to you defensively as you guys continue to try to make changes here in the preseason, as you've watched?
Stood out defensively as like our team?
As a team, yeah. What's worked, what has, and what's, other than needing to not foul?
What stood out defensively? Just that we got to be a little bit tighter with our habits. I think we have a bunch of things that we want to kind of go by and stick to on a day-to-day basis, and we just got to, it's early, so we're just trying to clean up those things and make that us, on that side of the floor, those things that we kind of have as habits.
Does having a year of experience under your belt make all this easier for you this time around?
Yeah, I guess so. You feel more comfortable in the sense of like you've been here, you've played a whole season, you know what it looks like. So definitely confident going into my second year about how I'm going to play.